And as Hakon stood over the body of the dead demon and wrenched his axe from its face, he says, "Shocking." Ha ha ha! Yeah! Yeah! Ha ha ha! He did! Ha 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 ha! Hoo hoo! Hoo! And that was just the beginning of our hero's battle through the undead keep of Scarwall. Yeah. What was that? Fumbus? Oh, I know, right? Fumbus. Rotting from the inside out. Our little goblin alchemist. Dying. Saved by the Shawanti tribesmen. By inscribing glowing magical runes all throughout his body. Who can name a cooler goblin, huh? Huh? Nobody. He's a legend. Yes. Now, will our heroes survive the darkness they now find themselves swallowed by? I just gave me an idea. We should drink every time our heroes kill an undead. Ha! Wait, never mind. We would die. We would literally die. You would die. You're almost dead now. Can we get him an Uber wagon? Thank you. Okay. Now, Hakon turns his eye to the barracks, where another line of fell energy lies, and he says, it's time to take on the army.
Hello, Dungeon fans. It's Saturday night. It's Tales from the Dungeon. I'm Kevin from Level 9, and tonight we are playing the Pathfinder Adventure Card Game. We are rejoining Hakon, Linny, and Fumbus as they assault, or infiltrate, rather, the undead keep of Scarwall in order to secure the only weapon they think will give them the chance to defeat and bring down the cursed queen of Corvosa. Carvosa. I get that wrong every time. Every Corvosa. Okay. Last week, or the last episode. Hey, Pie Guides. I'm glad that you're physically fine and personally fine. Hammer Man. Booping. Hey, you booped me. Thanks for the host, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you for the host, Pie Gods. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Last episode of this particular, I'm doing pretty good, Hammerman. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. Looking forward to being quarantined and streaming all day long when the corona comes around my way. Okay. So, Pathfinder, Hakon, Linny, and Fumbus started out by entering this keep through a broken down wall, and in there they had let me describe this scene for this keep, this undead keep, this keep that's was once the home of this really vile dragon who worshipped this crazy dark god. A group of heroes came and killed him. And in the process, they died themselves and left one of their swords that killed him. And his teeth got made into a crown. And then the queen has that's a long-ass story. But now it's just like this evil-ass place just chock full of undead. And it's massive. It's a massive keep. Lots of buildings, a small town inside. There's different areas of it. And out of all the areas, there are these visible magical lines of power that are all shooting out from different parts of the keep to this one central tower. And it's in that tower where where the last baddie holds the sword that we're looking for. And so they've got to destroy or turn off the lines of power. They did the first one. They crossed over the hill. They had to fight a bunch of demons to kill that and then bring that one down. Next, they turn their eyes a little bit deeper in, and where they're going to end up going is the barracks. There's a bit of this scenario is called the Army of the Dead. that's where we're heading now. We're heading to the castle, which is going to be the barracks, which has its own little surprises as we go. Yeah. Hey, Hammerman, I don't know when you stream. When do you stream anyway? Because I'm never able to catch you. I always want to pop in there. Game-wise, I've got to remember. It's always so many things to remember. I got to remember we've got these wild cards. They are these effects that are in play, global effects that are in play for this game. As we fell each one of these lines of power, one of those goes away. So right now there were 4. Now there's only 3. Besieged, which is every time we move, we're going to suffer 1 range combat damage. That's everybody. That sucks. But not as bad as Withering. At the end of your turn, bury a random card from your discards. Not cool. And then there's Unhallowed. On any check when you would discard a blessing for its power, bury it instead. So those are all pretty... okay. You got a random. It's a... yeah. It's a Wandering Monster roll for Hammerman to stream. Right. And that's good for setup. They are heading deeper into this keep. Hakon's going to go first. See what he's got in his hand. A couple blessings. He's got his Dragonbane Grace. Oh, he picked up another really badass weapon last game. They've all got some cool cards. I'm feeling leveled up. He's got a new spell for Bursting Bonds, and then he's got this lady ally. Wandering Monsters! I just rolled on the Wandering Monster chart and got a last Warpoodle. Right on. Hi, last Warpoodle. Glad you could make it, buddy. Hey, both of you. All 3 of you. Pie, Hammer, last Warpoodle. I'm trying something new tomorrow night before Nani? Before Drunks and Dragons, I'm going to do what I'm calling Harpy Hour. It's the hour before Drunks and Dragons. I'm going to come up on Liching Hour. I'm going to play, the idea is, it's kind of like a Talking Dead kind of situation, where I'm going to pull up video clips from the last episodes, and we're just going to Talking Drunk. It could be called Talking Drunk. Just to kind of like, I don't know, just nerd out and talk about Drunks and Dragons and what we think is going to happen, who we like and who we don't like, that kind of thing, from a character standpoint, of course, or whatever, and just doing there. And then at 10 till, we'll raid over into Drunks and Dragons. I don't know. I'm gonna try it out, see if we like it, if we enjoy it. Oh, and yeah, and there'll be voice. We'll get into people join me by getting into the voice channel on Discord in the tavern. So we can all talk some shit. All right. Anyway. All right. And scene. Okay. We're gonna begin. Hakon. First hour of the game is the Cyclone. The difficulty of your non-combat check against a Bane is increased by 3. Oh well, that's not foreshadowing there. We are starting at the castle, heading over. The end of the last one, they were in kind of a structure that was they were kind of had traversed across the roofs of these boarded up buildings from this small village up around this one of the few remaining towers that's standing. And inside that tower, they fought a big bad demon to bring down the line of power. Adadai, yes. You had Hammerhead Trunk. Yeah, we'll do some pre-drinking. You know what I'm saying? A little tomorrow night, a little pre-drinking before the Drunks and Dragons. For those who partake, of course. Thanks, Hammer. I will keep that die. I upped the price on Adadai, by the way, if you hadn't noticed. Mostly because I want to use these. If you guys will notice that there's some new options. They're not so much for tonight. What they're really for is when I start running more Dungeon Crawl Classics. I've got Summon Loss, Summon Chaos, and Summon Neutrality. And those are special things that'll help or hinder the players. I want to get an official Dungeon Crawl Classics game playing every week. For those of you who'd like to join up. I'm still working out when that's going to be. It'll be the same format as I've been doing like on Tuesday nights and stuff, where people are in the voice chat and I'm DMing. Well, okay. Anyway, so they've left the small abandoned village and tower and headed across. We're going to say we're heading across the dark and ruined courtyard to the first large, still standing building of the castle. The castle is very vast. The castle that resides in the middle of this keep. There's several different buildings, and they're heading to the first one. Let's see. At this location, you may avenge by recharging a card. Okay. Hungry smoke. So as we are heading across the courtyard, it's once they enter this keep, it's pretty much eternal darkness. There's no sun. They of course try to go during the day, but there's no sunlight really penetrates the evil atmosphere that surrounds this place. And so it's every now and then it's moonlight that kind of shines through. And as they're heading across broken earth and fallen buildings, remnants of falling buildings, it's not easy to see the smoke that comes up from the ground, the dark smoke. They feel like they're just entering something that is just another bit of shadows, except that this shadow bites. Okay, so this is a trap, an elemental trap. Okay, cool. Well, he's got this burst bonds, which actually helps with traps. So that rocks. Resistant to melee, if undefeated, suffer the scourge. Okay. Disable fortitude, or perception check. Not destroy them entirely, Hammerman. So in Dungeon Crawl Classics, there's 3 alignments: law, chaos, and neutral. And so if you want to help a player, you buy their you let them. What you do is you purchase a role for them on their alignment chart. So if they're law, you purchase a law. But if you want to fuck with them, you have them roll on the chaos chart, or you roll on the chaos chart if they're law. Because law and chaos are exact opposites, and in neutrals. And then if you choose neutral, it could be either or. You're really throwing the dice there. You roll the dice a 1d40, and I've got it set up in the chat room now that you can roll dice. No, that's not right. 1d20. Yay! I rolled a 19. Look at that, and I got a 1d40. Hey, 25. And then I got a chart of all this different shit that happens. It's basically the deck of many things, but I have 20 for each of the different alignments. And then if you roll and vice for opposites for if you are chaos and someone has you roll on the law chart, that kind of thing. All right, Hakon is going to as they're heading across as fast as they can, Hakon's checking around. They're all on alert, moving as fast as sunlight. Lenny's in her cat form. Fumbus he's covered up because the runes that now adorn his body glow, and he doesn't like being, obviously doesn't want to be seen, so he's all cloaked up. He's got his head down. They're running across, depending on Lenny to alert him of any dangers. Hakon's looking around, and that's when he first feels at first he thinks it's mist, but then it's kind of stinging a little bit, and then as he looks over, he sees it kind of swirling and then almost like appendages coming in and out of the smoke. He's like, damn, this is something elemental. We're going to. He doesn't have any of those. He's not very perceptive either, even though we just described him as being so. So I guess it's combat. He's going to attack. It's a 14. So he uses Dragonbane Greatsword. But he's also going to mutter under his breath the words to a spell that he thinks might help. Because the others seemed... the smoke is kind of... it's surrounding and stopping Fumbus. It's kind of binding him. So he's going to cast Burst Bonds to free him. So let's figure out our dice. We haven't moved, so none of that shit happens. Unhallowed doesn't happen. Withering doesn't happen. Okay. So D10. No, I'm sorry. He rolls a D12. His strength. Oh yeah, his strength and melee is D10. We'll use this. We'll go all yellow. Right? His D10's yep, and it's +3. +3 +2 is 5 +5 D12, and he's going to cast Burst Bonds to add a D8. Now, oh, the music's not playing for you. There we go. There we go. A little bit of music. That's maybe a little bit better. Okay. All we need is a 14. We got +5. All we need is a 9. I'm not going to add your die right now, Hammer. I'm going to save that for when I really need it. 7, 14, 16. So, saying this word of power, he looks back, saying this word of power, he says when he says it, it blows the smoke away from Fumbus, and Fumbus stops and puts down his this hood, and he starts going in action. But before he can do that, Hakon had noticed when that the smoke blew off of Fumbus that it kind of coalesced into one, like there's a shape in there. There's a shape at the middle of this, and that's what Hakon's looking for. He's not stupid. He's fought many different types of elementals. He's looking for that where its center is, and seeing that he's already there. He's already swinging his Dragonbane through it. They hear the howl. It rips through all of them, and then all of a sudden it's just smoke. That's gonna go into discard. Oh, Scheiße. That's okay. It doesn't. He's not proficient in Divine, so it ends up getting discarded. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, no. If proficient, discard this card. Oh, wait, he is proficient. What am I thinking? He is proficient in Divine. He's proficient, he just doesn't have a roll for it. So, he can't recharge it. It'll go in his discard, and because of Withering, it's going to be buried at the end of his turn. First world problems. Okay. That was a combat check, so that's all good. I am not going to. He's gonna draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got to bury that spell, so he's not gonna be able to cast it again this game. And we're gonna move on to Lenny. Lenny's hour for the game for this round is Peacock. On your check, if no boons are played, it is blessed. Oh, that's awesome. Marked cards. Recharge to examine the bottom 3 cards of any character's deck and return them in any order. Discard to examine the bottom 3 cards of any location and return them in any order. Lenny has a couple blessings, cure, which is awesome, and she's got a variety. Oh, she got her short bow, but these are all her options for. That's the one thing she doesn't have are some high level allies. That's the only thing I'm kind of missing. She doesn't. She has maybe like one. She still has the beginning ones that she started with. Okay. Intelligence, craft, and disable. She has none of those. She has intelligence. What do we got in our hands here? Local range. Oh, local intelligence, wisdom check. The fox is plus D4. Do I want this card? I mean, she doesn't really want... I mean, it's not... I don't care. So we're not going to worry about this card. I mean, it would be awesome. Okay, you know what? Checking the last 3 cards of the deck would be pretty awesome of a location. So we're going to try for it. I can recharge a card to roll... Well, see, this is one of her new... Well, not new, but... One of her powers is you can recharge a card to roll 1d10 instead of your normal strength, dexterity, or constitution. Never mind. Acrobatics, fortitude? No. She's got nothing but D6 here. I'm not going to waste a card. I'm back. I'm back on not giving a shit. Okay. But I want to keep going, so... We're going to go... She decides to go bat. She decides to go more mobile, more above ground. Lenny just, turns to see Hakon taking care of this of the smoke, and Fumbus on the ready. She goes bat form and is flying above to survey the rest of it, see if she sees any more of these kind of things. And she doesn't, but what she does see is ahead of them to the building they were going to go into, the castle. What looks like a maybe is not so much what looks like, what they couldn't see just yet, but now she can see because she's flying up above. Is the door has guardian, very large pile of bones. What looked like at first a pile of bones, but now it's actually standing, and it's standing very near the door, and it's all geared up, heavy plate and everything, but it's most certainly a skeleton. And this is a closer, right? If we beat this dude, we can close. Okay. So she's going to take him on. Ancient skeleton. Immune to cold, mental poison, vulnerable to bludgeoning. Before acting, either recharge a divine card or suffer 1 combat damage. I think she's going to recharge... You know what? No, I'll take the combat damage. She's gonna drop her short bow. She comes in, flying in to get a closer look. This thing notices her and takes a swing at her. She barely avoids it and drops to the ground and goes cat. This exploits under ranged and survival checks, add 1d4, so that's good. She's going to drop and go Durami and attack the skeleton. Clear the door for them, for Fumbus and Hakon. Okay, so this is combat. This is 5 now, isn't it? Yeah, this is Adventure 5, so it's a 21. This is a badass skeleton. It needs a 21 to take him out. Good thing it's Lenny. Okay, so... We're going to recharge an animal card. Yeah, we're going to recharge Dugrami to use survival, which is D10. D10 plus, she's now plus 7, which is pretty badass. Adding D4 because of the bat. And she's going to a local check that invokes animal trait. She gets to add a D6. So it's a 21. Now it's a 14. there anything she... Let's see, what else we got here? On 14, I got a D10, D6, and a D4. Doesn't seem as badass as I would hope it was. Okay. Oh wait, what's this again? On your check, if no boons are played, it is blessed. Well, no boon is being played. Technically, this is just being recharged for her combat check as her power. So this is blessed. So we're gonna add another D10. Now we're rocking. Thank you, Hour. Peacock. Here we go. 8, 9, 10, 13. 13 plus 7 is 20. Yeah, so that's not enough. I mean, we need one more. So, okay, so Linny drops to the ground, transforming out of bat, becoming Drugami, her cat form, and goes with her claws. But her claws, she rends and she manages to knock some of its plate. She has to get through its plate to get into its bones, try to take it out. She manages to rend some of its plate away and get in the bones. She smashes through some rib cage. Bone shards go flying, but it hammers it down on top of her head with the hilt of its heavy sword. Bam! She hits the ground and she looks up and as blood streaming into her eyes, and she's seeing red. She's gonna take a point of damage, so we gotta drop something. Wait a minute. Never mind. Check this out. The Lost. This is her Harrow blessing for this adventure. On your check after the roll, right now, discard this to add the number of cards in your discards. You suffer damage as if you had not done so. Okay, cool. So she looks up, her eyes all bloody, the blood running in her eyes, and she sees it standing there, and then it's like standing there for a second, and all of a sudden it just kind of goes, just kind of splits down where she had ripped it up. It can't hold itself anymore. The armor can't. She had ripped out enough of the bones that its frame couldn't hold it. It just crumples. She still takes a point of damage, so we will discard this. Yeah. Okay. This gets recharged. This got discarded. Before that's okay. She defeated this, so she can go into closing. Bury a weapon or the top card of your deck. Okay. She's going to bury the top... Wait. Bury a weapon. She doesn't have a weapon. She's going to bury the top card of her deck, which happens to be the Corvosan House Drake. That's a fun form. We will bury that. And now we have... So, she hears movement behind her, and she turns, and Hakon and Fumbus had come up just as the skeleton falls. All right. I suppose we should go in now. Hakon looks around the courtyard one last time to make sure that nothing's following them, and grabs the big doors, a metal ring that holds the door. Opens it up. The air is horrifyingly bad that comes rushing out. We have closed this. We got really lucky there. We closed this. She is going to draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because of withering, we have to bury a random card from our discard. Sucks. It's going to be the fox. Okay. Not bad. It's alright. We can deal. And that's a damn fine second turn, I'll tell you what. Alright, we are moving, which means we all have to take damage to the barracks. We're entering the barracks. Need some wings. All right. What's up with this? What's the story with the barracks? Haven't been here in a while. On your combat check, add 1d4. On your diplomacy and stealth checks, the difficulty is increased by 1d4. Okay. Okay. Fumbus. Fumbus has a lot of cards in his hand. He's got 3 blessings. He's got his venomous hand crossbow, which is awesome. His tangle, 2 of his best weapons right here. Armored coat. Look at that. He's gonna drop this, display this, so it's displayed. Lightning touch and boots of friendly terrain. Man, this is good shit. Okay. All right. Oh, he's got to take a point of damage though because he's moved. Pretty sure that's a thing. We're gonna drop the boots. Boots. Okay. Let's see what awaits these guys in the barracks. Oh wait, hold on. Whoosh. Hold on. Wait, hold on. This I will say I missed something. I miss something every episode, by the way. Last episode I missed that every time they closed a location, they were supposed to fight a new demon. Didn't do that. This one, though, however, when an undead Bane is defeated, which we just did, each character discards the top card of their deck. Great. Okay, so Hakon has now discarded his Maiden's Helm. Not cool. Lenny discarded Restorative Touch. And Fumbus has discarded the Gem of Physical Prowess. Boo. Okay. We paid the tithe. Damn it. We paid it. Holy shit, look at this. Holy shit. Fireball feeds. Fireball beads. For your combat check, banish to roll 3d6 plus 12. What the fuck? That's awesome. We want it. We need it. Precious. Okay, it's a intelligence and arcane check. His intelligence happens to be d8 plus 2. What was... Oh, wait, we didn't do the... Hold on. The dance. When at least 3 types of boon are played on any check, a character may draw a card. Interesting. Not going to do that, probably. Why do I have Hakon's hand? Here we go. Okay, intelligence. I got a d8 plus 2... plus 2, so I need a 7. Let's bless this shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean. Start doing what? What's the hero effect this game? I forget grit. So many adventures. So, Hero Suit is stars. Add 1d4 to Wisdom non-combat checks. When you play a hero, you may heal a blessing and or divine card. We're just going to play Aurora's Mastery to bless this. 2d8 plus 2. Get us a Fireball Beads. 8. So, Hakon, Lenny, and Hakon and Lenny go into the open doorway now. As Fumbus is walking by, he glances down and he's checking out the skeleton as it had fallen in his bones, and he sees something glitter, and he goes down and reaches, and around where its neck bone had been was this necklace of fireball beads. It looks shiny and magical. Perfect. So, shiny and magical, like me. Fulmus takes it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to draw another card. And now he has to randomly get rid of one of these in his discard. The boots. Well, not get rid of. And we're passing that turn over to Hakon. Hakon has moved, so Hakon is... Oh, wait, hold on. I discarded this for its power, which means it's got to be buried. Okay. All right, Hakon's got to take a point of damage for moving, range damage. There's always some asshole shooting at us as we move. Scheisse. The problem is, I don't want to lose. I don't want to get buried at the end of my turn. That's okay. All right, he took his damage. He is now going to... The Wanderer. When a local character fails to acquire a boon, you may bury a card to encounter it. Yes. Yes. Whoopsh. Shield of Resistance. Shield of Resistance. What was the thing from the Lego movie? The piece of resistance. Shield of Resistance. When you suffer acid, cold, combat, electricity, or fire damage, freely reveal to reduce it by 2. This is good shit. This is good shit right here. Constitution or Fortitude? Hakon, where are your... Here they are. Okay, I'm going to, Hakon always has these, blackjack kit. They're randomly determined at the beginning of the game. I draw 3 extra cards and I decide which 3 cards out of the 7 that I have in my hand will go into his blackjack kit. At the beginning of his turn, he can draw cards from his exchange cards. I'm going to exchange, I want these blackjack daggers, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I'm going to exchange the Horn of Battle Clarity for them. Okay. Now I got blackjack daggers. See? Okay. They're a blackjack boon. Alright. That said, he needs a constitution, his constitution is D8. We wants this. He has no pluses, though. I can just recharge to bless. Boo. There's literally nothing except for he's just gonna bless. Savored Sting. We're gonna do 2d8 and hope that's gonna have to be buried. We're going to hope for the best. Come on, 8. Come on. Yes! I should have added that die. I still have a die from Mr. Hammerman. 10. We have picked up a fine shield. As they enter, as they go into this building, and it takes a moment because the torches are a little low. Who lights the torches? Actually, there's no torches. There's nothing. Hakon has to light a torch of his own. And looking around, the big room that they're in is in disarray. There's big tables and stuff that's maybe used as a gathering place, or maybe even a dining room where they ate. On both sides of the door, though, are broken armory stands. But something catches his eye leaning up against the wall. This beautiful bad boy, seemingly untouched by time, and it's got just enough of a glow that means probably the undead and evil that inhabit this place avoid it. Hakon need not avoid it. So he picks it up. Badass shield. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the turn. He's gonna draw back up to 5. And he's got to discard one of these. Or bury one of these. My bad. He buries the Maiden's Helm. Well, that's alright. He's got a new armor for now. Okay. Moving on to Lenny. The Eclipse. Total eclipse of the heart. Alright. On your intelligence or wisdom check, the difficulty is increased by 3. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. Oh shit. Ambush. Ambush. Wisdom, perception, or stealth. Good. Oh wait. Shit. That's plus 3. 8 plus 5 is 13. Plus 3 is 16. Unless she does stealth. No, she doesn't have stealth. Does she? No. Run. Ambush. When examined, encounter this barrier. On the check to defeat, add 1d4. If undefeated, oh, we will defeat that. I will read no more. Okay. First, you know what? I don't know why I did that. First up, before she's doing this, she needs to cast Cure. We need to take care of that shit. She can cast Cure on herself. It's 1d4 plus 1. Come on. Shit. It's two cards. 2 cards. 1, 2. I'm going to shuffle those in. And then she's going to do a divine check of d10 plus 5. So that's amazing. 9. So this gets recharged. Perfect. Okay. Now, she slinks in her cat form while Hakon lights up a torch. And she starts prowling around the room. Does she avoid the ambush? Wisdom, perception, and stealth. We're going to do wisdom. Her perception is plus 6. So she got d10 plus 6. This is now 13, 16, so she's got to get a 10. Okay, so that's only for combat checks that she could do that. On a local wisdom or divine check, recharge to add 1d6. After the check, heal 2 cards. Ooh, so we could play this bad boy. I'm going to display some leather armor, by the way. She's got some magic leather armor. I'm going to display that shit. Shiza. Shiza. Let's get comfy. Okay, so she's going to add 1d6 because of that bad boy. Do I have a white 1d6? I sure do. Sure do. And well, her wisdom is plus... Okay, she needs a 10, right? Yeah. I'm going to add that die from Hammerman. That's basically it's basically a blessing. Or do I just bless? I'll wait for that die when I really need it. I'm gonna bless. Oh, my hero is now... The hero for this is wisdom checks, isn't it? Add 1d4 to... Yeah. She can heal a blessing. She's going to do that. Add 1d4. Seven, 8. The fuck? Wait, the survivor. If this adds 1d4, which it did because the hero blessed twice instead. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna roll another 1d4. 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Exactly what we needed. Just freaking barely. So she goes around and there's a because of the dark. Well, no, she would be able to see that. But she's looking around the room and she just happens to look down a corridor to the right, and there's a patrol of skeletons that stop, and she slinks up against the wall and watches in the darkness, and they stop and they scan around, and then they keep moving down the hall away from them. This gets buried. This goes in the discard, and after the check she heals 2 cards, which are both of these. So that's awesome. Hey, Spooky Sprinkles, thank you for the bits. Bits and bits and bits and bits. Our girl Linny just went and avoided an ambush, and now she's gonna draw up 4, 5, 6. How are you doing tonight, Spook? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And move on to Fumbus. I was on a combat check. Betrayal. When you acquire a boon, bury it. That's just rude. Is he going to do anything before he draws? Hold on. He does have healing, but he doesn't need it necessarily. He's got some badass weapons. Okay, he's good to go. Guardian Zombie. Alright, now I gotta remember this shit. Okay. Immune to cold, electricity, mental, and poison if undefeated. Combat is, he's a 21. So where Hakon, Linny, and Fumbus, when they entered this room, Hakon went to start lighting a torch. Fumbus and Linny don't have any problem. They can see pretty good in the dark. Linny went off one direction, one side of the hall. Fumbus went in the other. And as Fumbus is working his way around, checking things out, a body that slumped on the table that he took to being just a dead body, of course, is not, and starts moving as he goes by. And was there anything before it? No. He's going to take a shot to kill it before it realizes he's there. You just gave yourself some bloody scar makeup. Nice. My Saturday is pretty good. I got a bunch of stuff done today. And now I get to play a fucking great game. It's fun. God, okay. Alright. Let's do this. He's gonna... Should he use a fireball beads? Nah, it's a banish. I don't want to use the... Well... It would be fucking fun. Why not? Let's do it. He's eager to try out this new little trinket that he's got. So he takes it out, and he's got a feeling that if he attaches one of these little beads off of it, he'll be able to throw it and it'll do something fun. So this thing starts kind of sensing that somebody not evil is in the hall. This thing starts getting up. It's really big. A really big hulking zombie. As it kind of gets up, Fumbus takes off one of these beads and throws it. And so he gets to roll 3d6. Let's do... He's gonna banish it. He's gonna freaking banish it. When in doubt, banish. 3d6 plus 12. He needs a 21. Okay. A local combat check. We discard a card. This is the combat check. So he's gonna go ahead and do that. He's going to recharge this spell that he's got, attack spell, to add 1d6, another 1d6, and because he's doing that, he gets to add another d6 because he's adding fire to it. We'll do purple. And let's do this. And I've got a reroll all set up. 10, 18, 21. It works better than he could imagine. This is his new favorite little toy, because the little ball hits, it just, as it's flying through the air, it just gets larger and larger, and just bursts into flame. When it bursts into flames, he goes, ah! And all of a sudden it hits the zombie, like, and then by the time it hits the zombie, it's a full-fledged fireball. Explodes. The zombie explodes in flames. Arms go this way. Our arm goes that way. And he just bursts in flame. And Hakon and Lenny both turn. And they hear Fumbus chuckling as the zombie falls to the table in a big mass of burning. Okay, so we defeated an undead. So all of us got to discard. We got to discard a card from our top of our deck. Which sucks. But he had to die. Oh, on your combat check, add 1d4. All right. Well, we didn't add it. We didn't need it. We didn't need it. This gets buried. 1 use per. And I got a reroll to burn. Thank you, Spooky. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got to get rid of one of these cards. Unfortunately. Oh wait, bury it. And it is Hakon's turn. The hour is the twin. On your check, the first item or ally played is played freely. Okay. Yes, thank you very much. Mandravius. Who? Yes, 69 is fun, but you could always have 169, and that's fun too. Or 420. All right.
Who enters my hall?
Apparently, lighting up a zombie in a big burst of flames isn't is enough to grab somebody's attention. And sitting way up in front is a massive fireplace at the other end of this hall, and seated in a chair there, with it facing the fireplace, was this gentleman who the team hadn't gotten that far down to see that, but now they see this black shape towards the end of the hall kind of stand up and turn. All Hakon sees is glowing orange eyes from his end, but both Fumbus and Lenny see this dark, looks like his skin's made of smoke.
Mandravius.
He is immune to mental and poison. If the check to defeat him is either not blessed or does not have the magic trait, he's undefeated. Okay, well, we got that shit. Who is this? This is my man Hakon's turn. After acting, suffer the scourge drained. I got stuff for that, don't I? Ignore his after acting crap. Don't I have anything of that? No. Well, let's party. 4,269, right? Well, you're talking about 42,069. That's crazy numbers. Crazy numbers. Okay. Hakon draws his sword, because he now knows. And to be honest, Mandravius, all he sees is Hakon, because Hakon just lit he's got the burning torch. There's a flaming zombie, and that's dead slumped at the table, and this guy looks straight at Hakon.
Who dares enter my hall?
Secretly, Mandravius is very happy because someone living and not evil hasn't come here in a long time, so he's gonna feast like a king. He comes whipping and just almost like he moves like smoke, coming right straight down the hall, passing through tables to come straight at Hakon. Hakon draws his Dragonbane, ready to party. Let's see. So this is a cool little combo we got going on here. That's why I'll tell you why I drew the blackjack staggers. So anyway, first though, he's D10 plus D12, D12, D12. And then, okay, so that's for the weapon. Now, Hakon's one of his powers is on a local check against a monster. He can discard a card to add his diplomacy. And his diplomacy is a D8 plus 4. So he's going to have plus 6, he's going to have plus 8. But one of his new powers from Blackjack is when you would recharge, shuffle, discard, or bury a boon for your character or roll power, you may reload a Blackjack boon instead. So I'm going to reload this, which means it goes on top of my deck for me to draw at the end of my turn. I don't have to discard shit. Now I added my diplomacy. So let me just make sure I got the numbers right. 4, 6, 8. This thing is a 23. Yeah, we're going to use combat, not divine. So he needs a 15. A 15 with this. I might as well bless it now, not to and screw around, because this is I want to close this location. I'll go ahead and use this guy to add another D10. And we're ready to rock and roll. Okay. I need a 15. And this, on your check, first item I already played is played free. Okay, yeah. Oh, I get to add a D4. Oh, but it's not a diplomacy check, so I don't have to worry about it. I can just add my diplomacy. Okay, let me get the T4. All right, here we go. 11, 21, shit tons of... So this guy comes flowing. Hakon puts out his sword. This is the kind of fight Hakon loves, right? Because it's just him versus one other person. You can see him coming. There ain't no... And he's got... It doesn't have to worry about being magical because his great purple... his awesome purple greatsword. It shines brightly. Brightens up the whole room as they clash in the middle. And it turns out that the greatsword cuts smoke quite nicely. Hakon turns, goes down low, comes back up, goes through him again. This thing's just trying to get on him, and before it knows it, it's split, all up. It's pieces falling, and the great eyes staring at Hakon. He will consume you, he says, as he dies. However, Hakon, the smoke falling all around of this thing's body, falling all around him, he feels his energy kind of seeping out. He feels drained. And let's pull that Scourge out. Scourge. Drained. On your check, subtract 1 for each die rolled. Oh, really? That sucks. Okay. Now that this thing's dead, though, to close this, succeeded at a combat check with a difficulty equal to 5 plus, maybe 15. Plus the total number of monsters on all location deck lists at the size built. Okay. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so he needs a combat check of 20 to close this place. This gets buried. Alright, so as this thing, he said after the eyes, and this thing says that he will consume you. He hears it starts laughing, and even as its jaws and stuff kind of fall away as it's falling down onto the floor. And hey, Precious Paul, hey buddy, how's it going, man? Tier 2 for 4. You're too good to be Precious Paul. You're too good. I'm so glad you came by, man. Ain't seen you in a while, buddy. I was just thinking about you today. I was like, I gotta hit him up and see how he's doing. Hope it's good. Hope it's all good. Anyway, as it's falling, he hears it laughing, and then it kind of goes away, but the eyes are still staying. And the face and the eyes hit the ground, and they start glowing even more. And he feels a rumble, like rumble in the hall. He's gonna take his greatsword. He's gonna slam it down in between the eyes, hopefully, finally ending this thing in order to stop whatever is about to happen. So we're gonna do this again. I gotta get a 20. We're gonna rock it just like we did though, and I can't do the fancy trick with the discards, but I can do this bad shit. Trumpet. Local check, bury to bless twice. Fuck yeah. Blessed. Alright. I got +2. 2 plus 2 is 4 is... I need 10, 17, 20. Oh, yeah. So he buries his dragon sword right in between the two eyes into the stone. And sure enough, they split and go out. And the rumbling stops. And we have closed the barracks. He's got to bury this. We got a lot of buried cards here. Rough week or so? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. We're adding dice. Oh, God. Okay, guys. Thank you. I got a reroll and 2 added dice. I will use them presently. All right, he's going to draw 1, 2, 4, 5. He's got to get rid of one of these. This is getting to be tough, man. Losing a lot of cards. And it is Lenny's turn. We have to take... Oh, wait. That was an undead. Did we all... We all had to discard a card for the undead. Defeating the undead guy. Did I already do that? When I defeated him? No. Okay. It's Lenny's turn. She's got to take a point of freaking damage because of things. We're going to drop this. And the hour. The Inquisitor. You may not use powers to re-roll dice. Says who? Alright. She's going to cast some healing. Okay. I'm going to do that to get rid of that. Okay. All right. She's going to cure. We're going to start with herself. A D4. +1. 5. She's only got 3, but that's fine. I'll take it. So Lenny heals herself. And then she's going to cast Restorative Touch on Hakon. And heals the 2 cards that are in his discard. So that's good. So, healed up. Let's do Divine Check on that. Got it. Divine Check on this. Double 10s. That's awesome. Fuck yeah. All right. Barracks. So once the barracks that settles down, and they go up to where where this creature had come from, they see another doorway heading farther into these barracks. As they enter the next set of rooms, they find themselves in it's wall to wall, old weapons and things. They're in the arsenal portion of the barracks. Arsenal, on your combat check, add 1 for each weapon played. But you can only play 1 weapon. Okay. Okay. Awesome age. Hey. we got a honey badger up in this place. Frost longbow. Well, that's interesting. This is Lenny. Oh, you know what? Lenny could use a new weapon. She gets one, and that is better than the other one, I think. Dexterity and ranged. Her dexterity is D8. But she can roll a D10 in place of it. And recharge a card. Fine. I'll recharge a card to roll D10 instead of my normal dexterity, which is D8. And then let's bless this shit. No. Somebody else bless it for me? Whoa. Oh, that's your check. Okay. Fumbus is gonna play a. He's gonna play that to let her. Yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. Oh, you know what? You guys gave me dice. I'm gonna add a die. I'm gonna add one die, so I got one die burning. 9. Oh, look at these rolls, baby. All right, Frost longbow. Lenny looks over. Usually doesn't pay attention to weapons, but one of them catches her eye. A longbow that seems to be have a slight bluish tint to it, glow. She sniffs it, then changes into her normal self and takes it and is like, yeah, she's gonna take this. He's mine. Mine. Panda sounds. I just like panda sounds. Are you guys definitely signing on to play some Honey Heist on Tuesday? I'm gonna do a roll call in the in my Discord, probably Monday, just to make sure that we're all on to do it. What was that? That was a weapon. Okay, you know what? She's gonna draw. She doesn't have anything to get rid of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to move on to Fumbus. Fumbus has moved to the arsenal, so he's going to take a point of damage. We'll go ahead and discard this. He's going to heal himself with an elixir of healing. 1d4 plus 1. 3. He has 3, so that's fantastic. 100%. 110%. Panda sounds. Awesome. Awesome. Last War Poodle, you around? Precious Paul, you might want to... Precious Paul, you want to play, want to be a bear on Tuesday? Craft 6. I think his craft is at 5 now, so I'm gonna make that check no matter what. So that's a recharge. Yep. Okay, Fumbus. The Big Sky. At the start of your turn, you may remove one of your scourges. Oh, he doesn't have one, so. Giant Anaconda. Fall of Plaguestone at, what, the game store? Is that what G stands for? What is Fall of Plaguestone? Giant Anaconda detaches itself, tired of eating old and rotted flesh. The hunting grounds are very slim in this undead keep. It unwinds itself from a pillar, from the shit above. The shit above. The anyway, it's in the same. The words escape me. It's the what the fuck? What are those things called across the ceiling? Anyway, it unfurls itself, kind of starts going down, and it sees Fumbus has got his cloak off and shit, so his hood off, so the rune lines in his skin are glowing, and that attracts the anaconda, and it is going to try to swallow our poor little goblin. Pathfinder 2E. Oh, okay, right on. Right on. Venomous crossbow. That's what's about to happen. Oh, you know what? This is where... Can he add cold or just acid, fire, poison? Okay. Alright, we're going to do venomous crossbow. Dexterity, ranged. It's going to be his range. It's D10. Plus, it's plus 5 now. Plus 1 is 6. So he needs a 12. He needs a 12 plus 1 D6. Might as well recharge this to add 2d6. Right. Okay. Alright, we need 12. Beams! The stupidest fucking words. Just totally leave my brain. Stupidest fucking words. That's a 13. So, this thing's head comes down, and it starts opening up behind our little Fumbus here. But he stops, and his goblin senses tingle, and he draws out his crossbow, and he whirls around as this thing's like coming right at him, and he shoots, and a bolt launches right into this thing's mouth. It goes, and starts swallowing, and immediately the saliva and shit starts coming out around its fangs, and as the poison works, his Fumbus's poison is top notch. It's already decaying and destroying all the flesh inside the snake's skin. It's already traveling down, and it falls with a huge thump, and it starts writhing amongst the ruined parts of the room. Lenny, Hakon, and Fumbus move back to let it die. It's not undead, so that's nice. We don't lose cards because of it. This was a reveal. And thank you for the bits. Ooh, top shelf. Yes. Fumbus only uses the top shelf poisons. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, Hakon's turn. Hakon. He's got to ditch a card because of... Oh, wait, no, he doesn't, because... Is that ranged combat damage? It is. He's going to show his shield. He doesn't take no damage. Piss off. Ours. Lady of Valor. Love it. On your check, you may discard an armor or the top card of your deck to add 1d6. Okay. Ooh, look at this Shawanti Barbarian Hide. Fancy. I will use nothing but the finest poisons. Inconceivable. Alright, Constitution, Fortitude, and Survival. Constitution, Fortitude, he has none of those, so I'm not... I mean, I don't need this. I mean, I guess it would be cool for Fumbus if we get it. I don't care. Don't care. But that's his turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was it. That was the whole fucking turn. Lenny. The Paladin. When another character avenges your encounter, heal 1d4 cards. Oh. That assumes that we're going to need it. You got me on your Kindle. You're watching me on your Kindle right now? Castothrain. The writhing gigantic serpent, as it crashes around the room, knocking over weapon stands and old shit. Who would have thought it caused enough noise to bring someone, to capture someone's attention? And then striding in through a farther door is this large skeleton with full plate metal on and the flaming head, which is pretty sweet, comes in.
Who are you? Time to burn.
Alright, Castothrane is immune to cold, mental, and poison, resistant to attack and fire. Oh, vulnerable to bludgeoning. Okay. Before acting, suffer 1d4 fire damage, then a random other character summons and encounters a story-bane wraith. I have something that keeps me from... What is it? Please tell me it's her. Yes! Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yes. Before acting things and after acting things suck. But Lenny has the Empty Throne Blessing. Discard to ignore a Bane's before acting or after acting powers. So, guess what, dude? No one's summoning and encountering Wraith. So, fuck off. Alright. Let's party. He is vulnerable to bludgeoning. Do I don't have any bludgeoning. And he's immune to cold, so Frost Longbow isn't going to work. But this is the perfect person to deal with this guy. Alright, Linny is going to go... She's going to go full cat. She doesn't give this guy time to do it. He comes striding in. He goes, "Who are?" And all of a sudden, Linny's cat mode getting right at him. Getting in his face. In his flaming face. So she's going to be... she's going to go cat mode, D10. Right. Plus D6. Plus another D6. And that's plus 7. So she needs a 19. He is a tough fellow. Huh. What else can she do? She can't do anything else, so we're gonna have to have somebody else help her out. Wait. Hold. No, he is slashing. Okay. Never mind. Fumbus has a bless. Ooh, I have an extra. I have one burning yes, I'm going to use that now. Where's the other D10? Here. We're going to do this. Add a D10 because one of you have a burning extra die. So I need 19. I got 20. 36. We should bless. We should bless. Oh, wait. No, that's not Villain. Okay. Fumbus is going to play a blessing. Does that... I don't think he can, actually, because I've already played a blessing. Oh, but that's... No. I didn't. Technically, I didn't discard a bless. This is discarding the bless. After the roll... Okay, so I get another D10. Another D10, and I have a reroll burning, so I might be using it. We lured him in. It's like we planned it. I like it. 10, 6. Oh, geez, man, I'm rolling. I am so hot right now. My roll's so hot right now. Okay. So, she leaps, and before this thing can finish whatever it's saying, she's swiping, and what she learned from attacking the skeleton that was guarding the door to this place, instead of going for the armor, ripping through the armor, she goes right for its head, and it unafraid of its flames, its head separates from its body way easier than she even thought possible. And before they know it, Hakon and Fumbus watch as this thing's flaming head goes back and lands in the fireplace of the back of this. No, that was the previous room. Never mind. Lands, hits the wall, shatters, and a big and then the plate just the armor just stands there for a while. Maybe it's just standing. It's just well, she's on top of it, and then she comes down, and there's a crash as she lands with the body and its armor. Push, and then that's it. That's it. This is, and then she discarded this to avoid its after acting, or before acting. Yes, before acting. And he used this for special power. She used this for special power. So he's a buried. This is recharged. And this is dead. To close or guard, summon and acquire a weapon. Okay. So in order to close this location, we have to find a weapon. Venomous Dagger. Venomous Dagger. Strength, dexterity, melee, ranged, stealth. Alright, we gotta make sure we can't fuck this roll up. No. No. Oh, no. And then what's when another character avenges? No. Alright, well, her strength is, her dexterity is D8. I don't want to have, I want to close this. I want to close this shit. Nothing from hack on. This? Boom. Wait. Ah! Alright, so she can use her strength. D4. It's on D4. Bear with me. Hack on a local strength check. That means anybody. He can bury a card from his hand. He's got that blackjack dagger, so he can put that on top. To add his diplomacy to it, which is a D8 plus a ton. Plus 4. So we need a 7 between these two dice. Perfect. Fumbus, as the heroes kind of gather around the fallen body of this flaming head skeleton, Fumbus is checking out its armament and finds this sweet little dagger. I think he might keep this. I don't know. We're gonna pass it over to him though. And our heroes go on through the door that the flaming headed dude came. Ooh, look what I missed out on. Pagan Louis, a 5th level ally. Ooh, and magic spiked full plate. Aw, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe that's alright. We're moving again. So here's what's cool. As they go through the door that this thing came out of, they find that the rest of the building has just been disintegrated. It's fallen. As they come out, they see the sky again, and whatever had happened here, it created a big a crater behind this part of it. They could see another part of the keep to the left, and then fallen walls and stuff to the right. But ahead of them is a huge crater, like something had caused this great. And then across that crater, though, has been built a makeshift bridge to a small island of sorts on the other side. The island looks like there's just a ruin that exists over there, and so we've got to get across the bridge. These aren't villains, right? Hold on. I don't think these are villains. I think there is a villain, right? Shit. Fuck. Newsflash, Casterthrain is a villain. Which means we defeated him. We didn't have to worry about closing, because it just automatically closed. So we don't have that dagger. Didn't have to worry about that fucking roll. But he has other heads. He's going to be going to... let's see, that was... Alright, we gotta determine whether or not he's going to the bridge or the island. The last two locations. So, I need to shuffle this. Not pay attention to what is what. They know what is what, they just strut. What the fuck? Okay. So, that's going there. This one's getting shuffled into here. And we're heading across the bridge. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight him again. He's the big bad. Alright, the bridge. At this location, non-story banes cannot be evaded. That's alright, I don't evade anybody anyway. I still don't understand why I would evade. Oh, I guess I do. I know what. Okay. That was, whose turn was that? That was Lenny, right? She finished up and killed him. We're moving locations. We have to take a point of damage for doing so. I'll discard that. It's Fumbus's turn. The Lucky Drunk. After your exploration, you may move to a random location. Well, hello, nerd. And up pops the bad guy. Yeah, it's gonna be the first card we draw, right? Because that's the way I do this shit. Stinging wasps. All right, looks like my dog is requesting that I pay attention to her and let her out. So I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so the cat's penis is barbed. It's got a hook when it goes in, man. It ain't coming. Oh, hey, it's I, Pogli. Me and Blory here were just talking about last episode. Holy shit, chaos, right? Ha, so much stuff happened, yeah. Man, I wrote a little ditty about it. Well, you're not the only one that writes, you know. Yeah, so why don't you lay me down a beat? Yeah, that's fat, that's good. Alright, here we go. Haunted forest of fucked up shit. Windy go up and windy went. Ghost players, cannibals, rabbits, stew. Evil's on watch, looks coming for you. But who watches the watchman? You watching your back, son? That's Sargos assassin. Knifing's a fact, son. Lucky for you, got a Lou on your crew. Well, lucky for you, not lucky for few. 1 wish, 2 wish, 3 wish, fish. Zuzella with the secret, man, why are you so selfish? You think you know someone, then it's like, wow, he said I do. And his partner said meow. Oh shit, sorry. You alright?
It's the apocalypse. The world is completely shit. There's no government. It's kill or be killed. And not to mention there's a lot of us. Zombies. Hungering for your flesh. Not exactly the best time to have a kid. Am I right? Huh? But condoms are for nerds. Yuck. So what do you do with that weak little crying thing that's gonna alert the horde at any minute? Look for baby dumps. Conveniently placed dumpsters all over the wasteland. Got a screaming problem? Baby dumps. Can't feed the extra mouth? Baby dumps. Just dump the problem, and one of our trained baby de-lifing technicians will take care of the rest. So that you can rest. Easy. Baby dumps by Zombo. Oh, look at you boys with your fucking gems. You look really pretty with them on. You caught Mrs. Claus' attention and you're fucked now, boyo. She's gonna make a stew out of your tiny little dicks, and then she's gonna feed it to you. You ain't never had tiny dick stew like my missus makes, you fucking hobbit humpers. Then, while you're eating your own dick stew, I'm gonna give you to the reindeers, and they're gonna have a go at ya. Rudolph's nose isn't the only part that glows red. Lube up, you candy cunts.
Yeah, he says he knows it.
Alright, so our heroes start making their way across this bridge. The pit that is the big ravine pit shit is dark. They can't see very far down in it. There seems to be this haze of shit. Just haze of fog, of dark fog. Hakon's wary of it because of the last time the encounter in the courtyard. As they start making their way downtown, making their way across the bridge. Sure enough, something comes up out of the pit. This time it's small though, and it's not mist. It's wasps. This is Fumbus. When you explosion, yeah. Dexterity, acrobatics, or perception, or disable. Oh, well, actually, this is his jam. Stinging wasps. So his is disable is +4, D10 +4. Baby dumps. Show. Much money for that. Here we go. This is, yeah, so it's not until they hear the little faint bizz. No, it's not, they're not bees. Well, they start clouding around them, stinging. It's not a smoke this time stinging, it's actually literally insects. Fumbus cries out for them to get to Hakon and Lenny to gather around him, and he throws down an acid flask. It's more of a boom boom flask. That's going to add 2d4. It's going to add 2d4. It's a boom boom flask. 2d4 plus the d10 for on a local combat check or a local check to defeat a trap barrier. 6, 9, 10. So he drops it, and this mist of acid kind of surrounds them, but he does it in a way that he'll be able to that in the center of it all there's no acid for Lenny and Fumbus and Hakon, and sure enough that the wasps clear out, and as many of them die, and they start heading as fast as they can across that bridge. Non-story banes, okay. And this is a craft that's automatically going to happen. This gets buried, unfortunately, and then he's going to draw 3 and pass the turn. And we are at Hakon again. The healing light. Characters cannot suffer scourges. Well, that's fucking great. Yay, fuck. New spell. Unearthly aim. On a local strength, melee, or ranged combat check, freely banish to add 1d10. Really? You may re-roll 1 die. Fuck, why has this gotta be him? Why has this gotta be Hakon? Okay. I'm not going to be able to get this spell. Yeah, me too. There's a lot of good. A lot of the best art is in the hours and this stuff. Boo. We're not gonna be able to get this. He's not gonna be able to make that roll, and I'm not gonna waste any blessings. So we're gonna pass the turn over. We're gonna pass the turn over to Lenny, and Lenny's gonna use Fate Reader lenses to examine the top 3 cards of any location. 1, 2, 3. You caught the honey badger's eye too? Ooh, here we go. That's good. We're going to reorder this shit like this. We turn them in any order. And discard a card so she could do it. Okay. Yes. Standing in the middle of the bridge is another large, armored, hulking skeleton, standing very, very still as if deactivated, wrenching to life as our heroes make their way across the bridge. It roars silently at them and starts racing towards them. Lenny takes up the challenge. She's going to discard a card to go. It's been working as cat, so she's going to go cat. As a cat. 2d6. Let's do this. 2d6. It's racing. It's lumbering, boom, boom, as fast as it can at them, and so she races as fast as she can as a cat because she likes it. She likes it. Okay, so she needs it's gonna be 21, and she needs a 14. So she's got 22 right now. Could use a little bit more though. So. How are we doing on blessings? Another character's check. Discard to bless. Don't mind if I do. Or never... Oh. Add a dice. Nice. Get me a reroll. Thank you, sir. We're going to bless to get another d10. Now I got to reroll too. 9 and 5 is 13, so we definitely need to reroll. I'm gonna what to reroll, right? I'm gonna reroll one of the d10s. Now, why would I do that? I'm gonna reroll this too. Boom, 13, 16. She leaps, and this thing's coming, but her force in cat form, she leaps and she hits it right in the chest. And they both go over, and it crashes. She slams it into the stone of the bridge and launches herself off of it. And she skids around, and it's trying to get up, and she's back on it, and she's ripping its. She found because she knocked the head off the one, she's thinking that maybe it'd work as this time too. And sure enough, she bats the head off of it off the neck. It rolls and drops off the bridge. Falls down into the inky darkness, and the body slumps. Before acting, recharge a divine card or suffer 1 combat damage. She's gonna recharge a divine card. This one right here. So that's all good. We can't be evaded. Now, what's sweet is this a closing, so she can bury an ally. Who's got an ally? Someone got an ally. Okay. Fumbus has got an ally. He's going to bury. And we have closed this location. We're moving on. They make their way across the bridge to the final location, the island. Coming from the center of the island, the ruins around the island, is the eldritch the fell light that the fell light energy. The fell fucking energy that connects out to power the shield or whatever the fuck it is that keeps the center tower of this keep locked. There's 4 of them. They've already disabled one. This is the third one, the second one they're going to be disabling. So they make their way into the. That's going to be buried. Shit, half his deck is fucking buried. All right, she's going to draw up. We're moving, so everyone's taking points of damage. Oh, that was a fucking undead, so everybody's got to discard the top card of their deck. Stupid. Bury the top card of their deck, and now we're moving, so we're taking fucking damage, so I will take this damage for Fumbus. And check this out. Rovagug's Destruction. That reminds me of an ex-lover. On your check, you may banish a random blessing from your discards to bless. Speaking of which, she needed to bury something. What do we find? What the fuck? A Dandasuka. Resistant to attack, vulnerable to piercing. Before acting, succeeded a wisdom, perception, or stealth check or suffer 1d4 combat damage and Scourge wounded. This fellow, this nasty fucking fellow, is waiting for us on the other side of this bridge. Waiting just under the bridge. As our heroes come over and cross onto the island, which is an island only because everything around it has fallen into this pit. It slinks up behind them and attacks Fumbus. He's got to succeed at Wisdom's, Perception, or Stealth. Wisdom, Perception, Stealth. He does not have Stealth. He has none of this. But, Hakon. Hakon. When another character would encounter a monster, you may discard a card to encounter instead. And add 1d6 to your checks against it. I'm going to discard? Discard. I'm going to discard a card. No, discard. Hakon turns back to say something to Fumbus and notices this thing slinking out from behind them, coming up from underneath the bridge to attack Fumbus. He yells out, and let's see. He's got, well, okay, wait, hold on. I gotta succeed at this check for that all fucking happen. Wisdom, Perception, or Stealth. He has Stealth now, doesn't he? Dexterity plus 3. It's D6 plus 3. Perception? No. Alrighty then. Got a D6 plus 3. Fuck yeah. Spider Dirter. Spider Dirter? Spider Dirter. Alright, nobody takes any damage. Hakon yells out. And after the roll, if the check was not blessed, roll one die showing the highest value. Is he talking? Hold on. Okay, I think that means the whole roll period. Okay, so this is 11. He's going to throw... This is just 11. Okay. Old under the bridge trick. Exactly. Exactly. He's going to throw his Dragonbane. D12. And if we don't bless this, we got to re-roll something, so... But I'm not worried. I ain't worried. I'm going to go ahead and do my little trick with adding my diplomacy shit. So now I have 4 plus 3 is 7. It's 7, 8, 9. Okay. 9. I got plus 9. So I'm going to roll this. And then I re-roll one die showing the highest value. This 8. Jesus. 3, 4. But I have plus 7, so it's 11. So he throws the greatsword. Fumbus just barely gets out of the way Fumbus isn't quite sure what's going on, but then just luck barely because this thing, like, when Fumbus moves, it like stands up, and just because of that whole thing happening as it's standing up, the greatsword buries itself into its head, like right through its face, into its hilt, and right through its hilt, through his face, and he goes, ah! And Hakon yells out in fear that this thing's gonna fall backwards into a pit and take his sword with him. And when he does that, Fumbus has already turned around seeing it, and he grabs it before it falls completely and kind of pulls it over. So Hakon's able to get back and retrieve his sword. This is not undead, so we don't have the vulnerable to piercing. Was this an attack? This was not an attack, so see ya. Peace out. 1, 2, gotta bury one of these, and we're passing the turn over. Lenny's gotta ditch a card because of the whole moving thing. Oh, she's got a new spell. This is a cool new spell she picked up last time. I get to show you. We'll see. Zan-Kuthon's Pain. After discarding any number of cards as damage, draw a card. Wounding Spear Axe. Don't care. She's gonna use the Leech Ally to discard to explore. Curse of the Worm. Exploration on your combat and diplomacy checks, you may add 1d4 in the mental trait. Curse of the Worm. This is new, level 5 too. Intelligence, knowledge, or wisdom and divine. Ah, that's my jam. Wisdom and divine. If undefeated, display this barrier. Blah blah blah. Okay, So as they start working, they just came over onto this, and now they're moving into the ruins, which at the heart of the ruins is that green felt energy is bursting out into the sky. As they're moving into the ruins, Lenny's of course on point, as she usually is in her cat form, and she feels like at first it feels like it's colder here, and she thinks maybe it's just because of the being outside, but it gets colder and colder as she gets in there, and cold, but also at her feet. Every time she steps in her feet, she realizes this as she looks down. There's these worms are bursting up out of the ground, and they're starting to crawl on her, and there's more and more as she gets closer. She's gonna have to consecrate this ground in some way, shape, or form in order to. She realizes, in order to go further. Her divine is +5. D10 +5. D10 +5. And this is not a combat check. It's not diplomacy either. So what can we do? We saved a blessing for this. Well, how many blessings I got? Because I want to make sure I save one for her. I got nothing. The wisdom check is her jam, but she still doesn't. Did I say +7 or did I say... No, it's +5. So I need a 7. Alright, I think I have a reroll. Don't I have a reroll burning? I think I have one reroll burning. Never mind. That's a fucking 10. So, Lenny's especially connected to the earth. And this was definitely the earth, the land here in this island is so, very much corrupted. Probably because it's been isolated from the rest of the land around it. Well, that, and it's in the middle of fucking Evil Central. But it's so corrupted. But that's Lenny's a druid. This is her gig. So she starts. Hakon and Fumbus stop because she's doing something a little different. They watch her as she starts circling, and they can see her muttering. They can hear her muttering things through her cat mouth, and her paws start glowing. And then she changes back into Lenny to finish what she's doing, and as she's doing this glow comes out from her feet and starts working its way through the ground. That's when Hakon and Fumbus notice all the worms that have come up and were like starting to crowd up over their boots and stuff, but they're all starting to burn away in the light that she's kind of that's spreading out from her. And then she motions for them to come with her, and they come and get within her like circle of light. And as they start moving, the illumination on the ground moves with her and burning up the worms as they go forward. And they go further in. There's a discard. She's gonna have to randomly discard one of these cards. Or not discard. Bury. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 6. Now it's Fumbus's turn. The Crows. When you bury a boon, succeed at its check to acquire or banish it instead. Lashton. They're moving now into the heart of the ruins. As they pass one broken section and make their way around one broken section, they can see that they're like maybe 50 feet from the source of the fell energy. But they hear the and from around the corner, someone else has sensed them.
Stop! No.
Lashton, I haven't seen you since high school, bro. Before acting, each character may summon and encounter the story-bane ancient skeleton. The difficulty to defeat the monster is increased by twice the number of characters who did not defeat an ancient skeleton. Oh, I see. The difficulty to defeat this creature. Okay. Do I still have anything to skip? So annoying. All right, fine. So everybody's got to fight. Everybody's got to fight an ancient skeleton. Sweet. It's party time. It's party time because if we defeat him, then we got to defeat the big bad dude, and then we're done. So a lot of rolling. A lot of rolling dirty. Okay, let's So he comes out, and from behind them come 3 more skeletons. They turn, and they're surrounded by they got this guy, and in front of them, and then 3 behind them. That's kind of fanned out. 1 for each of us, Hakon says. Lashton says,
Bring me their heads.
Okay, we'll do Hakon first. He's got to, before acting, recharge a divine card or suffer 1 combat damage. Does he have a divine card? I don't think he does. I'm going to show my shield of resistance to avoid that damage. Then, I'm going to beat his ass. Biz ass. Dragonbane Greatsword. Dragonbane Greatsword. He might kill his other one, too. 10 bits. Later. Later, spooks. Thanks for stopping by. Druids are awesome. Okay. I need 21. Let's get this show on the road. D20. D12. I have plus... Oh, yeah, I can... I don't want to do that right now. I'm going to do Sable Company Marine. On the first combat check of a turn, if it's a local, recharge to add 1d8. Okay. 1d8. I need, how much did I say it was? Plus 4, 5, 6? No. It's plus 3. Plus 3, 4, 5. It's plus 5. Okay. Plus 5. 21, so I need... a 16. Yeah, I don't want to boof these rolls. So, fuck it. We're gonna... Oh. Add a die. Thank you very much, sir. We're gonna add one of those. I'm gonna take one of those for right now. 10, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So, the first skeleton comes up. Hakon... turn as he comes at it, he twirls, he turns. Splash! The great sword smashes through the skeleton. Bits and pieces fly, hitting the other skeletons. And I think nah. I was gonna say, I thought maybe he would take on another one, but I think everybody's gonna be able to handle their own just fine. 1 down. And that's an undead, so that means everybody's got to discard the top card of their deck, which is not good at all. Lenny's going to take on one of the skeletons. This guy was a recharge. That's good. she's gonna cast Instrument of Agony. This is the new one. This is a pretty crazy picture too. A manticore on there. A pretty cool scene. Display next to a character. While displayed on the character's combat checks, they may discard a card to add 1d8 plus 5 in the magic trait. And at the end of her turn, does she want to do that, or does she want to wait? No, I don't want to cast that just yet. Hold on. Not just yet. I'm going to cure myself really quick. I think I can do this. 3 plus 4. She needed that. Badly. Let's see if I get to keep the spell. I don't. Shit. Okay. Okay, she needs 21 as well. She's going to recharge that to go feral on it. Maybe she goes slug form this time. Hey, Heroic! Glad to see you, buddy. No blessing. Oh, so it's going to be D10 plus 2D6 plus 7. So she needs a 14 out of those. 14 out of those. I got one reroll. Oh no, I got to add a die. I'm going to go ahead and add that to this one. 10, 14. Okay. So she goes slug this time. So because she's gnome right now. She wasn't cat. She was gnome, and she's going by and consecrating the ground. And so when these skeletons come, she goes full on. She goes giant slug. But these are like scary fucking giant slug. She'll and then it just almost swallows the skeleton whole. It grabs it in half, shakes it about, bones go everywhere. It's dead, so everybody's got to freaking discard a top card of their deck. And this is recharged. That's dead, and now Fumbus has got to take care of his. And cold mental. Nope, this is fine. I wish this was bludgeoning, but it's not. Oh shit, she needed to recharge a divine card. She's gonna do that. He needs to do that as well. Or discard a card, right? Suffer 1 combat damage. Oh wait, he's got his armored coat. When you discard card, no. You suffer any damage, you may bury. No. When you discard cards as combat damage, you may reload one of those cards. That's what I'll do. I'll discard one of these and reload it. And then he's going to use Ambrosia really quick to heal. I need a D4. 2. It's pretty intense healing music. All right. 14, Jesus. Okay. What is he gonna do to defeat this guy? Alright, he's gonna use Force Missile. Cold Mental Pulse, yep. This is Arcane plus 2d4. But this is gonna take a lot out of these guys. 2d4. And then he's going to recharge or oh wait. This wisdom die sucks, so I'm gonna go ahead and discard this to add 2d6 to these. And the fire trait. Okay. So he's got plus. He's using Arcane. He's got plus 3. Plus 3. I don't know if he can even do this. Did I add the die? No, I added the die to her check. Holy shit, he needs a lot more of this. He needs a lot more going on here. He's going to have another D4 with the war drum. He being Hakon. All right, I got Tech 85. How you doing? Welcome. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 plus 4 is 18. So close. So close, but not enough. Not enough. Fumbus. Well, he's not going to take much. He's not going to take any damage because he doesn't have any cards in his hand. So, that was a recharge. Fumbus fails to defeat his ancient skeleton. He tries to cast Force Missile. Okay, we're going to add a die. Hold on. We're going to add a die. We're going to add... It's got to be a D6. I need a 3 or more. 2! It was close. It was close. I needed... It's okay. It's alright, though. He didn't defeat the Ancient Skeleton, so he casts a Force Missile. It blows off some of its armor, but not enough to keep it from coming. So he's engaged in melee with it while Lashton roars and charges on Lenny, because it was her turn. The difficulty to defeat this monster is increased by twice the number of characters who did not defeat Ancient Skeleton. So he's 2 rolls. He's a 20 and a 23. Now we're going to need the dice. For sure. All right, Lenny. I guess this was all her turn. She should have fucking just cast this. Damn it. Okay, anyway. She's casting Instrument of Agony, which gives her 1d8 plus 5. So that's pretty badass. She'll do the first roll. Yeah. She is going to discard a card to go survival plus 2d6. She's still in slug mode when he comes, so he comes rushing at her because she's this giant slug that just ate half of one of its skeletons. Okay, and she gets another d8. Let's keep it in theme. D8. She's got plus 5, plus 7. She's got plus 12, which is hot. Very hot. And so it's a 20, so she needs an 8 for this first roll. I don't think this is going to be a problem. Holy shit, that's a problem. Think anybody can throw me a reroll? If you could throw me a reroll, that'd be really fucking great right now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait, hold on. Got 7. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. I think. Yes. Because, thank you, Last War Poodle. Never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and take that reroll. That wasn't that, but that's a 6 now. So that first roll, he comes running in, and she like swings her head. She's like bam, and she knocks him back, and he falls to his knees, and he gets up slowly. Hakon's waiting just in case something goes wrong, but he's pretty sure Lenny's got this, and she does. So the next roll is gonna be the same thing. Right, she needs a 23 though. Yeah, I guess she's gonna, in order to do this check, she's got to discard a card as well. Okay, so she discards, and so she's this and this, and she gets this plus the 5, so it's plus 12. Right? Yeah. So plus 12 and 23, so she needs an 11. She needs an 11. Nobody else has any freaking cards to help, so this is it. And that is enough. So she smacks him. He falls back, gets on falls to his knees. He gets up, roars, come racing towards her. And this time, though, she just hit him out of the way in order to set herself up for what she wanted to do next, which was her slug jaw opens up and her whole maw opens up this way and this way. It becomes impossibly large, and he just kind of runs right into her. She envelops, and then she smashes him with her. She just smashes him inside. He's like fighting, trying to cut it, and she throws him around and then spits him out, but in pieces. So he spits out, hits the wall, shatters. The armor falls to one side, other pieces of him fall, and he's dead. Is there anything I'm missing? No, nothing I'm missing. Except that everybody's got to ditch a card from their deck because he's undead. But what that means is, we can close. Succeeded a Constitution, Acrobatics, or Fortitude 5. It's 10 check. Fuck yeah, let's do that. I hope. Constitution, Acrobatics. She has Acrobatics now, doesn't she? She does. Dexterity plus 2. D8 plus 2. We need... fuck. Oh, shit. I got no... Come on, man. I want to go right to the fight now. Alright, I gotta roll I gotta roll 8. Ha, slugfest. Nice. Divine check. I'm gonna do a divine check real quick. Oh, she made it. Cool. Alright, I don't think this is gonna happen. Unless I roll 8. I don't. So they start. Okay, we're going to end her freaking turn. That was epic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's almost dead. And we're going to turn over to Fumbus. Fumbus is almost freaking dead. The foreign trader. On any non-combat check, he's not going to be doing anything because he doesn't have any cards. He's going to... Alright, at the end of your turn, if there are more cards in your discard than in your deck, which there are, you may bury a random card from your discards to heal 1d4 cards. Okay. If he really needs this, her Fumbus is going to die right now. I'm going to bury this card. 1, 2. Heal 1d4. Come on, man. I need to roll good here. 3. 1, 2, 3. That is good. Okay. All right, and then he draws 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just barely had 7. I mean, he's not dying. This is our final hands here. All right, Fumbus' turn. That was the end of his turn. We're moving on to Hakon. Your knowledge check is blessed. Well, thank you very much. We continue on deeper into the ruins. Oh, a blessing. Charisma, diplomacy. Oh, that's his jam. D8. Plus 4. 6. Not enough. Of course not. Okay, fine. He's going to draw up to 5. Lose a card in his discard. Oh, he should have lost a card in his discard too. Lose a card in his discard. Wow. And Lenny, is she going to finish this up? Lenny might be finishing this up. The Rabbit Prince. Start your combat check. You may recharge a card to draw the top card of the deck. If you do not play that card, then check bury it. Okay. Fuck. I guess it's going to be Fumbus ending this. I don't know. On a local perception check, recharge to examine the top card of your location. Intelligence, Arcane, Divine. How do you say gorgeous? Divine. 3. Fucking 3 plus Divine is 5. 8. Not enough. Okay, fine. It's okay. So I can either. This is our bad guy. So they go in, and just past where they fought Lashton, they find it's almost a well-constructed, it's almost the only standing walls in this, and they go through an archway to find there's this one's a griffin head. It's a griffin head like kind of statue. That's the head's all up and its beak's open, and the energy's blasting out of it up into the sky, and standing there with their back to them is another armored skeleton. He turns, and it could have been the same exact person because, wait, what happened? I fucked up. Or it's a horse. It's not a horse. It's Caster Thrain. Reroll divine check. Did I fuck up something? Did I fuck something up? Last card, the last deck. Here's our bad guy defending the okay, so before acting, oh shit, I'm not gonna be able to stop this crap now. Do I have any of the before acting crap? Do I have any card that'll stop me having to worry about this shit? No. Just that one. Everybody's full up with cards though, which is pretty cool. Okay. Before acting, suffer 1d4 fire damage. So this time she goes rushing at it, but I don't know if it's the same one. We don't know if it's his twin fucking brother or it's just another of its type. But this time, as she comes moving, she's not as fast as she is, and she's still in slug form. She's not as fast as she is in cat form. So she's moving as fast as she can, which is still pretty fast. But he still lets loose this just fire that just kind of burns that. And, quite honestly, it's a really good weapon versus a slug. She takes 1d4. 3. Oh, shiza. 1, 2, 3. She takes 3. Then a random other character summons and encounters a story being Wraith. Oh boy. I gotta find this. Wraith person. And we gotta randomly determine which one of us is gonna do that. Alright, so 1 to 3, it's Hakon. That's Fumbus. I gotta find Wraith. I don't have that, right? I have white, but not Wraith. Okay. Any minute now. Here you go. Ooh, check this guy out. That's pretty cool. Fumbus hears a whispering. A whispering of, at first he takes it as flames. He turns, and it is indeed flames, but it's flames and words. And the darkness behind him takes shape. And this is his little problem. If checked if he does not have the magic trait, monster is undefeated. Okay. Let's see if Fumbus can take care of this asshole first. Poops pants. Snarl fit. Poops pants. Combat or divine? He does not have divine. So his combat is a 23. 23. Can Fumbus handle a 23? Immune to mental and poison. Okay, I don't have to worry about that. Well, he's at least all fucking... Yeah, he's got... He's got the venomous hand crossbow, but doesn't have to use poison. Doesn't have the poisonous trait, so it doesn't have to be immune. Yeah, that's his best bet. Okay. His venomous hand crossbow is pretty dope. D10. You can do this, Fumbus. Got faith in you, little buddy. And then he's going to recharge this card to add the fire trait. 2d6. Yeah. And he's got plus shit. Plus 5. Okay. Plus 5, plus 1, plus... Oh, that's another d6. Okay. Let's keep it on brand. Okay. And he has a blessing he's going to use. Right. 20 and 18 is 38. He's got plus 5, so this thing's got he needs 18. So he's got 38 potential. He needs 18. Does he have anything else he can do? He's already blessed it once. So I'm just gonna bury that shit now. So he can't. Nobody else can bless it again. But all right. Hakon can use his blackjack daggers to add 1d4 plus 1. 1d4 plus 1. So it's plus 6. So he needs a 17. 6, 10, 14, 9. Fumbus. Oh boy, does he kill this fucker. So this thing comes. Here's the whispering of flames, which he's very familiar with. He speaks the language of flame quite well. He's quite fluent in the language of flame, but this one has an odd tone. He realizes he turns, and the flames are actually parts of a shadow that come out. While his friends are staring at the flaming skeleton dude in front of the fell energy, Fumbus turns to find this thing coming up from behind. Hakon looks and sees it too, and he flips out a blackjack dagger, and it goes flying in the air just as Fumbus raises his crossbow and shoots. And both the crossbow bolt and the dagger both find home in the face of this wraith. And it just, the flames kind of go back and they flutter, and then they go out and the shadow's gone. And Fumbus turns back, and they both turn back to deal with this guy. Peace out. Peace. That's an undead, so we have to discard. Luckily, Fumbus has a card in his pile. Lenny and Fumbus no longer have cards in their piles, which means this needs to go. This needs to go well. Not that I'm gonna let them die. I mean, that was a recharge. Good. That was it. Okay. All right. That was Fumbus. Now it's Lenny, and she's got to take this fucker out. We're going giant slug again. Is she gonna go giant slug? She's gonna. No. The flames hit her and hurt, so she falls back down in the flames into Drugami form. Hit by a Fumbus. Okay. I wish I had some bludgeoning. A lot of bludgeoning things going on here. Be pretty cool if I could bludgeon you. All right. Okay. I can actually. I'm discarding that to become that form, but I can use this for its powers, which is add 1d4 in the acid trait. Acid trait. All right. We're going to load up now. Do we have any blessings? I don't think we have any blessings. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. On a local check against a monster, he can bury. Yep. He's going to discard a card to add his diplomacy to this. Which D8 plus a bunch plus 4. 4. She's got plus 7. So it's plus 11. I like that, right? So she needs a 15. Right? Yeah, she needs a 15 so far. We added that, and all right, no more cards from him. No more cards from her. And yes, Fumbus is going to throw an acid flask. This is item. Yep, I haven't played an item, so I can play this. On a local combat check and add 2d4. 1, 2. Let's do this. I don't know. I can't remember the last time Lenny got a chance to end. Got a chance to fight the big bad at the end. She needs a 15. I feel a 15 in here. For sure. Holy shit. Look at all these ones. Dude, I've rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. 5 ones. That's a Yahtzee. Fucking Yahtzee. That's 30 points of damage. Yahtzees are 30 points of damage. So that's 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. Can anybody give me a reroll that I didn't use? There's no way to save. I can't believe I rolled 5 ones. What the fuck is that about? That's crazy. Well, shit. Everybody's out of money to give me rerolls. Oh, it's the little silver thing. So in the lower left-hand corner of chat, you see the little silver piece. If you click on that, and there is a reroll button. It costs 100 points. Some bears start clapping. All right, I'm gonna roll this D10 over. That's 5. Now all we needed. Okay, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Exactly fucking 15. Thank you so much, Age. Thank you so much. The Lenny in her Drugami form comes. All right, so this thing blasts the fire, right? And she's this large slug, and it hits her really hard. But when it hits her, she starts morphing and changing, and suddenly through the flames comes leaping her in her cat form. She's got hairs bristling with flame as she runs and jumps on this guy. And just like before, she goes right for his head. She slams him into the back, actually it's going to do double duty because she slams into him. Him and her both slam into the griffin head kind of statue that the energy is flying out of. And it hits with such force that it topples it. It goes shh. And she and this Castathrane and the big statue kind of fall backwards. And Hakon watches all this and waiting for the huge crash, and it is a huge, glorious crash. The fell energy explodes. This time, the other one didn't explode. This one, the statue explodes, and then Lenny finds herself flying backwards, and with the flaming skull in her mouth, and she's ignoring the pain, but she's flying backwards, and just in time, Hakon's able to catch her, and just like by her tail, catch her by her tail, and she hits the ground. She hits the ground, and she's hurt. We're all hurt pretty bad, and she spits out the skull. It's still flaming, and her mouth hurts. But the griffin head's exploded, and the energy, the light, the ribbon of energy that come out of it is gone, and then it's silent again. And we have put out the second piece of this puzzle of opening up the final tower. Okay, so what do we get other than almost dead? Almost dead. Each character is going to get a hero point, of course. Each character gets the loot armor Kazavan's shield. Ooh. In other scenarios, we do not have to do besieged anymore, which means now that we defeated this piece, we don't have to suffer damage every time we move to places now. So that's cool. All right, so next week will be not next week. The next time we see these guys, we're going to be tackling the next part of it. There is a lich in here, so I'm looking forward to that one. I think I'm going to leave that one for last. I think they're going to tackle the castle. Yeah, the castle, and then the castle proper, the actual castle with a throne room and shit. That's what's going to be next. It's called Shadows on the Wing. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for joining me and Hakon, Lenny, and Fumbus in this little adventure. You rock. Thank you for your rerolls. I would never have done it. I play this fucking game on the easy level, and it's still hard. Pretty damn hard. But it's fucking fun. Really, really, really fun. Especially with you guys. Thank you so much. And I will check you tomorrow Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to pop on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you guys want to chat. We're getting the voice chat in the tavern, and we'll talk and drunk. I think I'm going to call it talk and drunk instead of Harpy Hour. Because talk and drunk is a little more on point. What do you guys think? Talk and drunk or Harpy Hour? Anybody got a preference? I'll be there. Okay. You let me know. We'll talk about it tomorrow. All right. Y'all have a great night.
Viva la dungeon.